Let's see how this works tonight. Looks like we're live. Yep, there we are. All right, so got the notification. Let's see how it pops up here. 2 people already in here, Fufu Killer and Supreme Young. Yep, there we are. Okay, all right. Well, we're here tonight. It's going to be a good night. We got several things to talk about and discuss as you guys start to get in here. We'll kind of go through all the stuff we needed to talk about tonight. So thank you guys for joining, and make sure to leave a like on this video. It really helps out the channel when you leave a like on these. It helps putting the thumbs out there. Helps this get noticed. So Tam Got Bands is here. He says hello. What's up? Everybody else is in here as well. So thank you guys for watching tonight, being on here with us. So I kind of titled this, and once we get more people in here, we'll kind of start to discuss what to do with my second channel. I started kind of thinking about it here within the last few hours, and I was just like, well, we kind of need, because I asked Amber, I said, are you using that channel or, actively on it? And, we both kind of agreed that, we kind of experimented with it, and she was fine with me, taking control of it again. And so I think that's going to be something that that's something tonight that I want to discuss with you. Basically because I don't know what else to really push out there onto it, because we do so much on this channel right now, like our main Mr. Football, like we're going to change it. It won't be called UAReviews2 again. Like we'll name it something based off of, Mr. Football. And I'm also taking, I would be taking suggestions on names for that channel tonight as well. So if you guys have anything, to add to that, and we might just base it off of what, you guys want the content to be. I'm not going to do it, strictly for vlogs. I just don't think, that was my vlog channel for a long time, when I was UA Reviews, but I don't want to just dedicate one channel to vlogs. I'd rather, if I'm going to do a vlog, it's going to be a part of the main channel, and it's a part of the content. There will be a vlog of sort coming out at some point here within the next week or so, possibly. So that will be something that we are going to discuss. So, well, I'll actually tell you about my day, which was, pretty exciting. But anyway, no giveaways tonight. I think you guys that normally are in here and watching at this point are, you're just here for, you're here for me, here for the channel, and you're here with what we're about. So I'm always excited to bring you guys all kinds of good stuff. But I didn't do a very good job this week of getting out videos, only because I was so busy. So, over the last week, we've played 6 baseball games in a span of a week, and I've just been completely exhausted. And there was only 2 nights this week. There's actually one night where I didn't have anything going on. And then today, obviously, was a day of rest. A much needed day of rest. But I went over and watched a Razorback football scrimmage today, and that was a lot of fun. I had a special pass to go in there as a high school coach, so I got to be in there. Didn't have to pay nothing. Just me and a couple other coaches went. We just hung out for a few hours there, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of people there. It was a big recruiting weekend, so a lot of prospect recruits there at the time. So it was good though. But like I said, leave a like on this video. Every little bit helps. Like I said, no giveaway tonight. I just didn't do a good job of, saying, something about the visor we're giving away. I promise we are giving away an Oakley visor, but we're going to save that for spring. We're going to save that for spring break. So you guys that are on spring break, maybe some of you are on it right now. I don't know kind of what your schedule is based on that. But I will, like my spring break, I will push out some content for you guys. Gustin Neal asks, will you ever give away a rib protector. I think there's a good chance, a rib protector could be in the future. I'm not saying it's going to be anytime soon, but I do think that's something that could be arranged. So that is that's something we're gonna look at doing. I mean, it's something I've thought of. So that's coming. So Gus and I would stick around, and we always give away stuff on these live streams. So whenever that happens for you guys, whenever that happens, you'll be here, and make sure to subscribe and be a part of Notification Squad and turn on the bell to get notified when we start these live streams, because whenever you get whenever you become a part of Subscription Squad and whenever I go live, right then, and then hey, this is the giveaway that I want right here. Gotta answer. Tam Got Bands has two things here. He said, went to a combine last week, and he said, have you ever heard of Mark Parson, the football channel? I've not heard of that. I'll have to kind of tell me what he's about. I started following a lot more different football channels that I found. So some of you guys, like one of you, Anthony said he's on spring break right now. So, like I said, during my spring break, it'll still be a Saturday. It's not like I'm going to give it away during a weekday or something, if you guys are up to something. What kind of helmet? I mean, yes, we will give away a rib protector. I feel like I've answered that. But no, it's all good. I just saw you answer that. You're all good. The helmet, helmets. I've said this before, but we're not going to give away helmets because of I just don't feel like an actual helmet to use on field. Like I just don't feel safe about doing that. If it was like a replica helmet or something, like that's yeah, I'm gonna do that too. She has a good thing right there. So anyway, yeah, I'm not giving away helmets. I think at some point, if we really get this channel rolling, I'll eventually, upgrade what I have, and so we can do other videos with that. But we got to have a lot of things happen in between. Like I said, not heard of the Mark Parson. I'll have to look that one up. Okay, here it is. He's a former NFL quarterback who teaches technique. That's good. That's awesome. I have to look him up. Have to check out those videos. So yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but some of you that have been a part of this, now there's a good idea. I was about to say something on the second channel, but Tam Got Bands had a request right there, or a idea. So he says, I thought you could possibly teach some techniques on the second channel. That could probably be something, And as I start to think about it, I coach football. I've coached football now for going on 5 years. I just completed my 4th year this year. And I've kind of wanted to do some coaching videos, talking about maybe different philosophies and just different things. So I think that is something that we can do. I'm kind of excited, that's kind of a good idea. Workouts and drills. And I was going to come up with something for you guys. It might be by the time next week rolls around, I want to come out with like some kind of spring break training video or some kind of workout plan that you guys can have for spring break. And that might be something in the future here that I want to kind of put out for you guys, is just kind of like a workout plan. So, we can do a lot of different stuff. So yeah, you guys have definitely given me some good help here, just within, the little bit. So I think we're getting somewhere. This is kind of what I wanted to do. or this is kind of what I wanted to hear from you guys. Is like kind of what you want to see. So, you know, it's not going to necessarily be, you know, full on, like, I'm not going to review anything on that channel or anything like that. It'll just be more like, okay, we're going to, you know, just focus on, you know, our, you know, just something simple on our channel. And I really wanted to do more of the coaching style videos as well. So I think definitely for sure I'm going to kind of come up with a workout plan for you guys, and it might be more speed based or something. So we're going to come out. I'm going to come out with maybe like a speed training course or something. So we'll kind of I'll kind of figure that out, and I might have to film my athletes doing it or something and kind of overlay it. I don't know. We'll see. So okay, but yeah, but you know, it'd be something very minimal. You know, wouldn't require you to even be in a gym or anything like that. It just, you know, you just kind of need the space to do it. So I'm going to try to make it to where you don't have to have any kind of special equipment. You know, if you don't, like, the one thing you could probably need is maybe cones, but you could set up your own stuff. You don't have to use cones or anything like that. So, so yeah, I am going to try to post a video tonight after this one is over, and I think you guys will like it. I'm not going to say my team name. Just keep that. We always keep that. We don't really mess with that or talk about it. It's just, you know, I like to keep my privacy secret where I coach. So that's all there is to it. So yeah, I've got a video coming out for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys that are on here kind of a sneak peek, I guess you would say. It is part 2 of my Oakley visor restoration. And so, and now that I have both Oakley visors in here, I kind of wanted to show you the differences that I noticed. And so, if you remember the Oakley visor restoration that I did, if you haven't seen this, go check it out. But this was an old beat up visor that I found at like a Play It Again Sports, and it only cost like $8. And it's an older style visor because of the kind of the shape here. And I didn't notice that they were even different until I looked at the new one we unboxed last week, where they have it looks more traditional like the Nike and Under Armour ones. And so we're going to see kind of how that works. And so that video and really this video was really simple to do. You know, it was just like slapping on the decals and the visor clips, and I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm not really a big fan of the Oakley visor clips. I just feel like the Under Armour ones are just so much easier to use. We had somebody that says they have a problem, Libyan. So anyway, but yeah, I was just like, you know, I was going to ask you guys, you know, what you kind of thought would be on this, but I was like, I want the silver visor tabs on this. I thought it looked pretty neat. I think it'd look better if we had, you know, like silver clips or something like that. But yeah, this was cool. So we got that hanging around, and obviously the Oakley visor as well. And so, all right. So Libyan says, "Who is this?" Well, this is Mr. Football. Anthony says, "I wear my shock visors, have Under Armour for display." I'm getting closer to figuring out kind of what the next visor thing that we're doing is. Not really sure yet, but I was actually working on my kind of custom visor clip that I made for our upcoming video, and I am getting closer to releasing the I do think Oakley needs to come out with quick release clips, and I think that's going to be the trend, you know, going forward. I'm just a big fan of the Under Armour ones. I'm actually looking at pictures of them right now, and I was kind of looking on. Hey, there's me. All right, this is cool. So like, I'm on like Google Images, and I go through and I like, I'll show you what I'm looking at. Because I typed in like Under Armour visor clips, and I just wanted to see like all the different, I was wanting to see like all the different, you know, ones that are out there. And, you know, Green Gridiron has a few right now, and I'd kind of like to see what, you know, I'd like to buy one of their visor clips. But this is what I was looking for. And there's like a lineman football video. You know, there's like Superman ones, but they have like all these different ones. I kept looking at this picture. I was just like staring at this one for a while. I was like, those are all freaking awesome. So all the colors are, you know, just pretty sick looking. But anyway, I was looking down here and there's like, oh, there's me. I don't even know what this is. So someone put this on a shopping guide. I don't know. And there's me again. I'm popular. So my stuff's making it on the Google. So that's interesting. So yeah, we definitely enjoy having new subscribers. Yeah, I like the Under Armour clips, and I wish Green Gridiron would come out with more. Hey, there's Taff 3K. It feels like we haven't seen him in forever.
I was literally typing, we haven't seen Taff 3K in forever. Here. There
he is. His calling was he was out there, and he all of a sudden he was here. So he knew. But yeah, yeah, I'm kind of bummed that they're not going to carry him anymore, and it's just so hard to find him. And so that's why, I mean, too much sauce is here. Look at all these people coming back. But I took matters into my own hands, and I was like, I'm just going to make my own. And I don't know if you guys have seen, you know, I tried to make some white and black ones, and I was actually working on them today. So yeah, I probably will end up buying some. I don't want those to just go away. They still have, you know, some of the custom ones on there, and I'd like to get one and just kind of, you know, see what they're like. I kind of wanted to get you and Taff are big butts, you know that.
I know, man. That's cool.
Yeah, Fufu Killer says, sorry I couldn't watch the last stream. You know, things happen, you know. It could have been, I might not have even been here today. You never know. So I'm back for good. You know, people got stuff going on, but, you know, we always, you know, get quite a bit of people in here, you know, during this time. So we got 8 people watching. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to leave that like. And our kind of topic of discussion tonight is what I should do with my second channel. So we've already kind of discussed possibly doing like player workout videos or drills or stuff you can do on your own. I want to do it for like the coaching side sort of. So it'd probably be a good mix of both. Because I started thinking, all right, my YouTube channel doesn't really have the coach vibe on it. Like, obviously I'm a coach, obviously, but like my channel is not geared towards coaches. And I kind of, not saying that I'm going to do that, but anytime you put drills into like a title, you automatically get coaches. That's just how it is. So that's probably, I'm thinking the channel would be called, you know, something Mr. Football Coaching or something. We'll see how that works. So Anthony says, I might do the same, buy either blue or yellow UA clips and paint them to match my team colors. So yeah, I mean, I did to get the white and black that I wanted. I got yellow clips with the black with a black logo on it. So it was yellow and black. And so I went through and I got a Sharpie paint pen. It was an oil-based paint pen. And I went on and I just started going on it. And it's been such a pain in the butt doing it. But I almost was like, I should just dump it in paint and then just go back. If I want to make the UA logo something else, like I can just get another pen. But yeah, I've been doing that. So Too Much Sauce says, can't wait for the next football season. So I mean, I can't either. I'm ready for the next one too. To be honest, like I'm ready to. And Jeffrett says, I've been waiting since weightlifting, I guess. You hide your face.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. Next season's going to come around quick before you know it's already March. We're doing spring ball in May. And so I went to a Razorback practice today. I'm messaging somebody back that got their giveaway last week. I got to ask Anthony, did you ever get your package? I need to know that one. Thoughts on off-season signings in the NFL? I've not really kept up with it too much. What are some of I say that all the time.
You're always like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Just play football. It's
Yeah.
fine. I just coach.
Yeah. That it. Finally came in. Enjoy. Okay. Sherman to the 49ers. What? That's crazy. That'll be big for them. It's a big loss for Seattle. But yeah, I went to Anthony says, let me answer this one or what he says. He says he's ready for his next practice. After that, Arena League tryout game. So yeah, I went had some special credentials today and went over to a Razorback football practice and it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was I said earlier, it was really crowded there, and they only in their practice field is set up to where they have 2 fields, and they had 2 fields. And I didn't notice this until I actually stepped on the field because you got to be on the practice field, and there were all these recruits there and different people. It was really packed, and everybody's like in one area, just like if you just imagine a football field, like everybody's in kind of like the end zone all the way around. And you supposedly weren't supposed to have cell phones and like record practice, but I saw like other people doing it, and I was just like, yeah, I'll just snag a couple clips to show you guys that I was there. It's something cool. And I don't know, so they invite all the high school coaches to come in, and like you can just go in for free and talk to coaches if you like. We didn't want to stay around the whole time, and so I was just it was fun. I've never actually seen a Razorback practice scrimmage. I've been to a lot of like scrimmages and other things they've opened up to the public, like spring games and stuff, and been to games, but never to like a practice. So it was really fun, and I had some clips. I don't think I'm gonna. I haven't even really looked to see how they turned out. So Taft says you're lucky. I mean, it was really neat. I wouldn't call it luck. It's part of my job. Like, if they're going to offer you to come in and like hang out, I'm like, heck yeah. I ain't got to drive very far. I don't have to pay any money to go to these things. Like, it was cool.
It's like the one perk of coaching.
Yeah. So like the 2 times that I filmed like 5 clips, and they're all real short. I don't even know if some of them are very good, because I kind of did it secretly to an extent because there was a security guard standing right by me. So, but I saw other people, just filming and stuff. So they're not real good shots or anything. They're just kind of from the side. But But yeah, it was fun. Like what I really liked about practice was it was so up tempo. It was like boom, boom, boom. They're just like going so fast. I've never seen anything like that fast. So, when I make it to the NFL, I'll make sure you guys tickets. That'd be awesome. I've never been to an NFL game either. So, but yeah, it was. Yeah, I actually have some really good clips. We'll have to make a vlog out of this. So I got 5 clips, and then the last clip is there's this. Well, I filmed the sky. There's a security guard guy. But I now noticed that there was this this girl that ran by. She was a trainer, and like 2 of the videos, she's just like sprinting. What's this? Just you see it? It just runs in front of my video. I don't know. It'd be cool. But there's like a dude sprawled out on the ground, and the guy standing. It was funny because the security guard's like, "Hey man, they're about to come down this way. They're going to be driving this way. You might want to just scoot on back." He's like, "Okay." He's like, "Can I lay down here?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "There was one spot you couldn't lay down, but like 6 inches back, it was fine, you know." But it was fun. I enjoyed it. Okay, so yeah, we're so I definitely like I got what I needed out of you guys tonight. You know what I needed from you guys to basically tell me what would you want to see, and I think you guys have spoken.
You should ask again though, because like these guys weren't in here.
I guess so, but all right. So the second channel originally was Amber's, the old UAReviews2 channel. And it's got like 2,000 subscribers, and I was trying to use it for her, or I gave it to her in order for her to like, to kind of have somewhat of a following. But I think she lost subscribers.
Yeah, I don't think that wasn't good content for them.
Well, and I think.
But we just didn't want the channel to just.
And I felt like having 2,000 subscribers was enough to still have somewhat of an audience. And I think you guys that have been around for a while, are going to still support whatever we put out. And I think
it sounds bad when you say it like that.
Yeah, it does, but
it wasn't like we just were like, well, there's got to be something with this channel.
Yeah, we were just. I mean, we're trying to just reach other people, and we're just trying to be active and work through this. So, and so we're gonna. I do like the idea of doing like skill videos, or something that can be useful to you guys. And so I think that's the big deal. It's just we know
what Fortnite is finally.
Yes, we do know what
YouTube videos to figure it out.
You can play it on the phone. Cam Newton cleats. I've never actually, for a while there on the UAReviews channel, I wanted to get the Cam Newton cleats, but it just never was in the budget. So I like the original Cam Newtons they came out with way back when, but I guess they're still releasing him as his signature shoe every year. So, but yes, we did finally figure out what Fortnite was. But I mean, can you play that on your phone too? Like, I don't understand what the format is, because I believe we watched somebody play it on the PlayStation.
I thought it was on the computer.
Soon you can play on your phone. Okay. So that's crazy. That's going to be kids doing that in my class. Sometimes they're on their phone, and I'm like, I wonder if they're playing Fortnite. I thought of that the other day. So we talked about, Too Much Sauce talked about JUCO. JUCO is junior college. It's a 2-year college, and usually a lot of JUCO schools are feeder schools to a lot of bigger programs. JUCO is it's It's essentially for, if you can't, sometimes if you can't qualify for NCAA for some reason, but like Anthony says, it's like a springboard to D1. There's a lot of good D2 program, or not D2, but a lot of JUCO schools out there. JUCO pro. Okay. Start over. There's a lot of good JUCO schools out there. A lot have been featured as, within the last year or two on Netflix as Last Chance U. And I've known a lot of people that use the JUCO route, to get into Division I. And so there was actually a guy I played with and knew when I was in college and played football with there at college. He was at a D2 school. And then the next year he transferred out to go to, I can't remember but it was a D2 in Texas. He went to a JUCO school in Texas. He went there for 2 years, got a lot of experience, and then finished his last 2 years of his college career at Baylor, and cinnamon rolls. Oh my gosh!
Share.
So yeah. He ended up playing at Baylor, and that was like a definite. He ended up playing, and starting for a while. But that was like I said, it's a springboard to that. So Friday Night Tykes. I have to talk about Friday Night Tykes. What do you want? You can't go in that closet. It's closed. Gosh. Friday Night Tykes came out a few years ago, and gosh, stop it! She's eggs you on. Friday Night Tykes. I didn't know it was canceled either. I guess I just heard less and less about it. Very controversial show. And I can't remember what channel it came out on. I remember it wasn't something I watched when I had TV. But I ended up watching some of the episodes on, I think on some. Some of them were on YouTube. But basically, it's super competitive, like youth football. Like I don't even know what league it is. It's based out of Texas. Everybody in Texas is crazy about football, and they start football when kids, I swear, are toddlers. It's ridiculous, but they feature like a lot of 8 and 9-year-old teams, and I just remember watching it. I was like, this is so dumb. And I guess it is on Netflix. So
it's like that Dancing Diva show with the little girls that are pageant.
It's about it's about like that kind of a drama show. And so all those, the show caught a ton of flack because of all the language that these coaches were using. And I already have a problem with coaches using language towards small children. That's just dumb to me. You should not
have some manners.
Honestly, dance moms. Dance moms. Yeah, I never really cared for Friday Night Tykes. I probably watched the first season, or at least the first half of it, and I just didn't care for it. So I mean,
and there's no doubt that those kids put in the work and they're dedicated.
Oh yeah.
But, at what cost? They're basically being used for views.
I know, and so all these kids, and I will say this: I never have anything against the kids. It's always the way that they're shown, and I hate that. Because it's like that today, and I have very strong beliefs about this. And whether you agree with it or not, this is my opinion. But I think, these kids have a natural God-given talent, and people almost abuse the way that, and maybe abuse isn't the right word, but take advantage of their athleticism and put it on this like national scale that sometimes just gets way overblown. And then you have these coaches that are so outlandish and are almost not even believable, the things that they do. Like, and maybe they're just, it's not, and I promise that, like, if you guys, you know, that is not the kind of football that, you know, I'm accustomed to. It is not what I grew up with. It's not what I coach. So, you know, it's one of those things, and I just, like, to some extent, I don't even care for some of the stuff that, you know, they do for, you know, like AAU and stuff like that, because I'm a big believer in, you know, team and, you know, being together with a group and not really doing things on your own. And that's how it feels like when these kids are on their own, like, you know, they make up these not really rec teams, but make these private teams. Can you teach me football? Yeah. and maybe a way, if you stay subscribed and, you know, we get this second channel rolling, we'll start football stuff. And in my hometown, the local league banned football for kids under 12. That's smart.
Not to mention the injuries.
Yeah. You know, and our current.
Dang, too much sauce. Look at that.
Yeah, I saw that. And so I decided this, like, and I don't decide any real decisions right now other than just coaching defense, but I'm not very big on like really young kids playing football. Like, I think at the youngest, I think 10 years old is a good introduction. And even that, I don't know what that means. So you know, like I said, I'm trying to, I think, you know, kids to a certain point, like kindergartners probably shouldn't be playing football. Like, I just, like, I really believe that. I think it's just an age thing, because at some point I think kids get so burnt out of doing football every single year. But I think 10 years old is a great start. And probably some of you guys that started really young. And like I say, I don't blame you for anything like that. You know, if that's something that you really enjoy, like, if I went back, I would probably, if that was an option for me, I probably would have played. And I think, you know, during, I think when I was a 5th and 6th grader, I had the option to play, but it was not in the town that I was currently at. So it was always a drive. So it was best for me to wait till I was 7th grade to start actual football. And I think that was the best thing for me. Because my mom worked, my dad worked. So, you know, those were, you know, my mom worked at a school. So having to drive me to somewhere to, you know, would take time out. And so I decided, like, you know, football, I think should be played. I say I decided, but, you know, I think introducing the game, like, at smaller levels, like even flag football, I think is a great alternative to, you know, actual tackle football. I think playing tackle football 5th and 6th grade, totally appropriate. Like, I think that's great. But I think, you know, 4th grade's kind of pushing it, but I think I allow it. Like, I'm good with it. And I think 4th grade's a good time. But I think, because I just, you know, I saw our youth teams this year, and a 6th grader is a lot bigger than a 5th grader. Obviously, there's a huge gap there. But then when you look at a 4th grader and compare him to a 3rd grader, him or her, that we did have some hers this year. They had a girl. Yeah, they had 1 or 2 girls, I think. I remember fitting them for helmets. So, you know, those kids are completely different. Like, say from, you know, the 4th grade, just in size comparison, they're so different. And so I really think, like, it's more appropriate to start out, you know, at that, you know, 10, 11 age. And I think, you know, you go from there, you'll have a great career, you know, with that. So, you know, this live stream definitely, you know, we went a different way, but I always enjoy talking about this kind of stuff. So, yeah, check me out on Instagram. I can give you tips or something like that. So that's my Instagram, obviously. And like I said, I said last week, you know, I'm not posting as much on my Instagram. And I just like y'all watch my story fairly well. If you go watch my story right now, I got some photos from practice. I didn't put anything on there. I might have. I mean, I think I did actually after I went back and added something. So yeah, I did add some practice film. So yeah. But see, like 88 people, nearly 90 people looked at my first one. And that just tells me a lot of what people are seeing. So now, you know, Twitter, I used to have a Twitter, and well, I've not logged on to that Twitter in forever. Forever. It should be under UA Reviews. But, you know, I'm going to need a social media manager because I have my own private social media that I like for myself. And Instagram is totally for, you know, you guys. Like, I put all the effort into Instagram, you know, for the channel, but then like I want Twitter for myself, you know. But I just don't like, I've not seen the interaction, and I never really had good interaction on Twitter with other, you know, with you guys following. Like, I don't know how many I ended up with, and I've probably not logged on to it in 3 years, to be honest. Actually, yeah, about 3 years is probably right. Because I think in 2015 I started another one. So, not to say that I'll never have a Twitter, but, you know, right now, y'all wouldn't get much out of me from Twitter. Like, I don't go on there and just say brilliant things like some people are able to do. Like,
you're more,
yeah.
Your Twitter's more just like retweet. Your Instagram is where you.
Yeah, my Instagram's where I do all the work. And
where you talk back.
Yeah, I talk back on there, and that's my main thing to go in between you guys. And so, you know, Twitter for me would be just a ton of retweets. So that's really what that is. So yeah, Jeffrey Lee says my position is running back, DB, wide receiver. Blah, blah, blah. Get out of here, cat. So yeah, this is let's see. I've got some more. Yeah. Let's see. So I was watching some Green Gridiron videos earlier, and they did. This was kind of neat what they did, but they somebody was ordering a helmet, and like I guess they ordered like a ton of stuff with it, like, you know, like shock visor. Y'all probably seen it because I know some of you guys follow them. They, you know, this person ordered like, you know, the face mask, Speed Flex helmet, clips, the shock visor, something else, and they put that together, and that was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool thing they put together for that. So that was interesting. So I try to watch some of their stuff, but I'm really looking into, you know, next couple of weeks we'll try to put out, like I said, on spring break. Once I get to spring break, it's not this week but next. We'll go through and we'll try to add some stuff to the channel. But I definitely think we're going to try to see what kind of content I can put out on the second channel, which is Advising Amber. Which, and if you want to check out that channel, I did leave a link to that in the description of this video. And thank you guys for 11 likes today. Thank you guys for, you know, leaving likes on the video. It all helps out. I feel awful today. So, gosh, I don't really intend on live streaming. Like, I'll get to an hour, but I think I'm going to cut it at about an hour. I've been streaming for about 45 minutes. So if you guys have questions, let me know. So Fufu Killer said he's going to be a senior next year, and he got that awesome back plate here a few weeks ago, so he's going to be rocking that, I bet. Anthony says, I've played both sides of the ball and enjoy playing defense more. I guess you're referring to the comment that I made on the Green Gridiron video. So probably that. So, if your team, if you don't have a whole lot of players on your team, you probably play both ways to an extent, or maybe you play one side of the ball, but you still train for both sides of the football. Livian says, I don't know how to play D-end. Well, lucky for you, I've coached the defensive line for 4 years. I played it in college, and I'd say I'm pretty good at it. How did it feel your first coaching? I guess, how did you feel coaching your first game, maybe? I didn't know what – they didn't ask you, Kat. You're going to get booted from this live stream. We're being a jerk.
Yeah, we're going to goat you,
All right, we're goating the cat. She's been goated. Now you have to leave. You've been banned. She gets all quiet.
I just walk her out of the room.
She goes over here to this corner by the bookshelf. She's probably going to jump up by you.
She's so cranky.
My first year coaching. That's a good story. And maybe that's, a good inspiration story for people that want to do this one day, because I will say it takes a special person to be a football coach. It takes time, it takes commitment, and it takes time away from family. But, if you're willing to make that sacrifice, it's a rewarding profession, but it's not a profession that lasts forever, and you've always got to have something to fall back on. I'm not just a coach, I teach as well. I teach in a high school. I teach I teach AP biology. I like biology, and we teach science, and it's a lot of fun. But I'm going to get back to your question. First year as a coach, I graduate college and I've got my degree, and I'm looking for a job, and I have a lot of different interviews I go for. And one interview, my very first interview, went well. And then I never heard back if I was going to get the job or not. They really liked me. And so I go and, I wait for about 2 weeks. I'm like, all right, I can't wait around on this one. I got to keep going. I got to find another job, or I got to look for another opening. So I find another one, think I'm going to get hired on there. And then something didn't really work out. I took the wrong test to be certified in history, and so they kind of just cut all ties.
Right. I forgot that you were going to be.
Yeah. So that one didn't work out, and if I would have and that would have been a great job, but I also would have never met Amber over here. I don't think I would have ever made it to where I met her. And actually, funny story about my first year. We actually, I wouldn't say met, but she saw who I was, and was like, I don't want to date him.
Okay, well, I didn't just say that out of nowhere.
Right.
Yeah. My mom.
Yeah, it was your mom.
You should date him. He's single. And I was like, oh my God, I would never date a coach.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
That's yucky,
Fast forward 2 years later.
Yeah, and then 2 years later, it obviously worked out differently. But yeah, first year, I had, and then there was even a job that was about to happen, and then I was like sold on this one, and this one guy was going to bring me in, and I was going to coach, and he was going to be like, yeah, this is going to be great. It was a little bitty school, and then all of a sudden, he's like, yeah, we don't have a spot for you. And then luckily the first school that I interviewed with had a job, and they called me up, and they're like, hey, can you do this? And I was like, yes. And I got the job. And then that year, I didn't actually coach varsity football. I coached the youth team, the youth program, the 5th and 6th grade. I was that head coach. So I was completely in charge of the youth team, and that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. And so, but what I did was, I wasn't involved heavily with, the main varsity squad. But I filmed for them on Friday nights. So I was still a part of it. I still was part of the game. But then, that spring ended up getting on as the receivers coach and defensive line coach. I played defensive end in college. And so, that year went great. And then, some other things happened. And my actual first year, year 2, I could, there's a story for all this, but that's really my first year. It was great. It was a lot of fun. I had some success my first year. And that always just, it kind of springboarded the rest of everything. So, something that Anthony talked about says we always have specific starters for both sides of the ball. Everyone trains to be subs. So I'm guessing that's for his semi-pro team. And I do, like small semi-pro teams kind of have to do that as well. They don't have very many teams. They don't have very many players unless, there's some that have I think at some point you can what's called 2 platoon where you have, where you only work on one side of the ball. Like say you're a cornerback and, you only play cornerback and that's all you focus on. And you have a specific coach that helps you with cornerback or something like that. Or, if you play both sides of the ball and you're not 2 platoon, I think it takes at least, I think you got to have 60 players at least to be able to successfully 2 platoon. But even then, the defense, and this is just my personal opinion, the defense has to have the best athletes on the field. Even though, there might be 1 or 2 cats that need to play on the offense too, but, we're not, at this level, we're not talking about college where everybody is specific or even the NFL. You rarely see guys play both ways. There's only been a few cases in NFL history, and really more recent, I can think of a guy from the Patriots that did it, played DB and I think corner. Not DB and corner, it's the same thing. I think he played receiver and defensive back. Y'all probably remember his name, but I don't think he's in the league anymore. But yeah, this is I really enjoyed, talking to you guys about, our channel and where we kind of want to go with this. And so, I'm excited to, kind of bring something else to you guys. So I'm ready to, figure out what we need to do on that. So I'm definitely Edelman or Amendola did that for the Patriots. I'm not sure. The Patriots do a lot of odd things, and sometimes they'll just throw guys on defense to either, I don't know, give them a shot or something. But yeah, I think, like I said, I've kind of got an idea, kind of what you want to see. And, I'm basing this off of you subscription squad guys, because what is she doing?
She's a psycho.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. So they so yeah, I'm really gonna, you guys have really springboarded some ideas for me. And I don't really feel like the second channel needs to have reviews, because we have our occasional reviews on here. I'm obviously not as review based as I used to be. So I think right now is kind of the best time we can start to introduce some new stuff to you guys. So that's kind of what I'm looking to do for you, is to, get you some, drill videos. And you guys have requested that. You guys have requested that now for a little bit. So I will start working on some ideas. Here's another question. What kind of positions are you interested in? I know somebody said running backs earlier. So kind of let me know what positions you want to see, and I'm going to throw in some stuff that I'm going to put in, obviously. But man, we got 10 people viewing. I think we're at our peak right now. But guys, I've been working on trying to get our second channel, the old UAReviews2 channel, and I decided that this would be a great thing for us to kind of get another channel out there and to have. So you guys want to see defensive back, safety. I'll try to include all kinds of drills, and it may not necessarily be, like actual on-field stuff. I know a couple ways, to present some stuff to you guys, and maybe draw it up on PowerPoint or draw it up on some other kind of app that I can do. Supreme, he's honest. Like, I was helping my mom carrying bags. Like,
he's a good man.
There you are, good man right there. Anyway, but yeah, that's something that that I'm looking to do. So thank you guys for all this. Like, this is great. So really enjoyed seeing that tonight. Once I get off here, if you do, I'm going to answer this question here. If you do the defensive back, can I add any drills in the comments of that video? Do the defensive. Yeah. If you have any suggestions, like, I'm always taking suggestions for anything. Gigi Pontiac, made by Prince, says, "Hey, what's up?" So yeah, we're looking to get into this. So I'm gonna start to kind of come up with some ideas. Like I said, you guys have given me plenty of stuff, and obviously there's more to it. I will say that we're coming out with a video tonight. Once we get done live streaming off here, I'm going to put that video up, and it's going to be on our restoration of the Oakley visor. It's going to be part 2 of that video, and there will be a part 3 to that as well. And that'll kind of end that series. I want to finish this series because I say I want to finish stuff, and I'm going to be better about putting things and finishing them through, so you guys have that. I got to customize another visor for our whiteout video. We're going to do a clear visor that I've got. Position tips, that would be a good one to do too, and something to think about. Yeah, Anthony, you can definitely like add stuff. Like, if you think, and I'm always open to like open discussion in these videos. I'm the best YouTuber ever. Maybe for you guys, but as the subscriber base shows, I'm not the best. Well, I think we have a very special following on this channel, and I think we've been more personal. I think we're more personable than any other YouTuber out there, and I believe that. Maybe and other people may do that as well. Obviously I don't see all the comments that other people get, that do this kind of stuff, and I'm sure people are that also do this profession. It's not a profession, it's a hobby, to be honest. But I like to be personal to you guys, and I think that's just something. It's something I really enjoy. So just being able to give back, and that's the, whether I give back knowledge or actual things, like that's the main goal of this channel, is to give back knowledge that I've obtained over my years of playing football, and to and I like to reply to comments. I've always replied to comments, and that's whether they were just like answering questions or stuff like that, because, you know, I get a lot of questions at times, and then even answering the dumb ones, like, you know, or the like troll ones, like I answer them all, you know, good or bad. And that's just what I do to gain. That's just what I do to gain, you know, and I think it shows, like, with what we do right now, you know, on this live stream. You know, there's guys in here that have been, you know, a part of this now for almost a year, and I'm just very happy where we're at. And I say this all the time, but I just can't thank you guys enough. You guys do too much around here. You guys really help out, and it's just a lot of fun. I really do enjoy doing these live streams. They're good. They're good to do, and I want to continue the live streams, you know, as we continue on here. You know, there might be some times where we don't have like a live stream, but, you know, for the most part, we've been pretty consistent. I can only think of one weekend that I didn't get to do one. You're the real goat. Well, this is the real goat. So, well, this is awesome. We have 8. Are you still watching the stream right now, or?
I am.
You are? Okay.
I'm looking at the comments every once in a while.
There you go.
But Subscriber Squad usually doesn't.
Yeah, yeah. Subscriber Squad is pretty tame. You know, we don't have to, for the most part, we don't have to, you know, tell anybody to calm down or anything like that. And usually the calm down is usually the block button. But yeah, we definitely enjoy this. But
it's been a while since we've had all these guys in here.
It has. We've you know,
we're missing some people like
Kev.
Yeah, and that guy that fishes, Greg or something. You know their names.
No, Anthony's the one that fishes.
There's another one. Yeah, Anthony's so nice.
Yeah.
There's somebody else that starts with a G, I thought.
Greg Lewis.
Yeah, Greg. Oh, he doesn't fish, but yeah, he's usually around.
He usually pops in and says hey. But yeah, there's a lot of guys that are pretty consistent. I was gonna, and actually, and I'm sure Kevin will go back and watch this later. Hey, Kev.
And I think it's awesome that they spend their Saturday night with you.
Yeah.
Because
if
I was a single Crinkle, I'd be out doing something.
Yeah. We're just sitting at home right now, but
we're just hanging
but you guys,
football.
You guys are the real MVP. You guys are getting better right now, even though we don't truly talk about anything football. Nothing really football related was mentioned today, other than, you know, giving out a little bit of advice here and there. But, you know,
I think they're awesome.
But, you know, this is what we do. It's a lot of fun. I had a thought. Oh, and I talked about, and I was watching these deep snappers today. I thought of Kevin. I was like, man, I gotta get a shot of those and send them to him or something, or get it in the but I just couldn't do it. That guy was standing right there by me, so I didn't want to like pull out my cell phone and like video those deep snappers. But like, honestly, what is a deep snapper? Like, what are they losing? It's a guy snapping a ball, but I didn't want to pull out my phone. But there are people with their phone out, so I didn't really understand the whole thing. So anyway, I filmed a little bit. You guys will see a vlog eventually for that. Gosh, like I stood for like 2 hours, you know, sitting there watching practice, and then all of a sudden, like, we got away, and my head was just so, it was hurting. And maybe this is why I feel bad, but they played loud music the whole time. I mean, and whether it's to simulate like noise and and to make players focus, but I mean, it was like everything. It went from like
right there.
Oh, I was right on time. At first, like they all stretch inside the indoor facility, and they all run out, and all of a sudden, just brr, brr, and I just like, I'm standing there right by this thing, and the other coaches that I work with are older, and they just like walk away, and I'm just like, I'm kind of like, yeah, this is nice. Like right here, it sounds good. I feel like I'm at a rock concert. And eventually I got away from that big one.
They knew better.
Yeah.
That's why they moved.
Yeah. And then we eventually, and then honestly, we were as far away, we were a good ways away from this other one. JJ Lee's another one that's always in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's plenty of guys that. So there was just like, there was this one that was like pretty far away, but man, it just felt like that sound was like right there. And finally, we got away from it. It wasn't as bad, and it was annoying a little bit, but you know, it was a good day. I really enjoyed it.
It'd probably be different if like you were out there like pumping iron and stuff, but like you're just standing there.
Just standing there listening to it. It was loud.
Yeah.
and if I let you guys hear this, like it's loud in the video. Like I think like I will have to edit that out. Obviously, because
I'll get demonetized.
Yeah, I'll get demonetized. But I mean, I wish I could let you. I think you guys need to hear it on my Instagram. Like you could probably go to my story and listen to it. Let's see if it's on there. I'll try to turn it down so it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
Yeah, it was loud. So if I could easily like blow your eardrums out, like if y'all pull up this video. So I'm gonna make sure I edit that out. And I'll probably just voice over some stuff for you guys. A lot of teams do the whole, crowd noise simulation. And when they were getting down to the end of practice, they put in like crowd noise. And I mean, it was loud. I mean, you're talking like, this was like, no telling where this crowd noise was coming from. But like, well, I mean, obviously it's coming out of the speaker, but like, I don't know what stadium that would be. But it was like, it was wild. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. We're still live in here. We're still alive and enjoying what we got going on here. I was at Arkansas's scrimmage. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. So I know I've said it was a lot of fun, like 14 times, but do reaction video to the hardest football hits. I mean, I could, but what would it be? It'd probably. I don't think I react well. I don't just like.
It's got a poker face.
Yeah. I just, I don't feel like when I watch videos, I don't get too excited. I just kind of like, just coach mode, just stare. I don't think you would get a true reaction from me if I watch like a hardest hits. I might say like, "Ow, I bet that hurt," something dumb. It wouldn't be worth my time or your time. We need to focus on what I need to get done on this channel. So
get it together, man.
Yeah. So did you have a rival back? Basically a high school rival. Yeah, we had a high school rival. And it was a school like, a few miles down the road. They were just real close. And still the rival to this day. Because I actually coach at the high school that I graduated from. So anyway, I think it's time for me to go ahead and get off here. I just don't feel very good tonight. And I think if I felt better, I would live stream longer. But I just want to, it's about 9:15 here. So we've been live streaming at least for an hour. So I definitely want to thank you guys for being on here. I had 10 people in here right now. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for being in here today. Thank you for giving me the inspiration and helping me to do the, to work on the second channel. And we'll have, if you go subscribe right now, you'll get that video whenever it comes out. So the link to that video, or the link to that channel, is in the description. It's if you type in UAReviews2, you should find it, or if you find and it's actually advising Amber's channel right now. Like that's her. So that's the channel. So yeah, we're looking to get something on that channel eventually for you guys. It'll probably be some kind of video like we talked about for you guys. So that's kind of what I've got for you today. I want to thank you guys. Like I said, thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. We'll see you guys next time. Stay tuned next week. We'll see what happens then. Look to see you guys here back at the same time next week, 8 p.m. Central Time. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.